I just wanted to make a quick video in reference to praying for our enemies. Whenever I pray to the Father in reference to my enemies, I'm kind of specific in my prayer. I don't pray goodwill for all my enemies. The only enemies that I pray goodwill for are the ones that He knows that will change eventually. But the ones who continue to delight in wickedness, the ones that the Father knows that their destruction was from the very beginning, those are the ones that I call the wrath of God upon whenever I pray. So it's just very hard for me a lot of times to even pray for them at all. The ones that can change and the ones that won't change. It's hard for me to pray for any of them a lot of times because the stuff that they're doing is just extremely wicked and unnecessary. And it's just, I never knew in my whole time here on this earth that there are actually people on this earth that are like this. You know, it's very shocking to me. Some of these people you see, they look, you know, very clean cut. You would never think in a million years that they would be a part of something like this. And this is what they have caused. I mean, look, this is my vehicle. I live out of my vehicle. I just kind of woke up. I work overnight. I have to put my sheets on my driver's, on the driver's side, you know, as cushion for my back, and I have my pillow. I have, you know, and this is a very small car. This is a 2002 Ford Focus. I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall. So you can imagine how difficult it is to be able to sleep in this vehicle. These people, they sabotage your work. They go around and spread rumors and lies on you. And it's like you have these idiots that will sit there and believe anything that they're being told. These people can even manipulate videos. I also believe that they get individuals that look like us, that favor us, and they get them to do crazy things on videos. And they probably take that footage and show people in the community that you live in. So this is the kind of wickedness and evil that these people partake in. And I'm parked here at a different church that's closer to the job that I work at. And they do gang stalking over here in the parking lot as well. They have people that'll walk by and talk real loud by my car. They have all this other extra space to do their talking. But for some reason, they have to post up right near my vehicle and do all this loud talking when they know very well that I'm trying to go to sleep. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is the kind of nonsense that I'm having to deal with. And we're all having to deal with it. I'm very aware that I'm not the only one. Sometimes it does feel that way because there's so many people that are against you. It just seems like you don't have anybody on your side but the Father in heaven. You know? So regardless, just stay strong. Don't let these people ultimately bring you down. They are murdering us. There are so much other things that they're doing that I haven't even talked about. There was a commenter on my previous video, from the laundromat video, that mentioned something about spraying chemicals. The very chemicals that he's talking about, I've experienced that. These people will put things on my steering wheel. There's some type of greasy substance. You can't really get it on video because you can't see it. But it's greasy, it's odorless. I dare not try to taste it. Why would I want to taste it? Just to try to find out, okay, what is this stuff? But it's crazy, and I get this tingly feeling on my skin whenever I touch it. I've entered my vehicle and had these weird smells that I have no idea where it's coming from. They've sprayed things on my clothes. I'll do my laundry, and the next day or two, it's like I'll sniff my laundry or try to reach for or a clean shirt, and it's like my clothes are smelling like something's been sprayed on it. I mean, this is pure evil and wickedness. I would never do anything like this to anybody in my life. You can pay me $1 billion, and I live out of a 2002 Ford Focus, still homeless, barely making enough money to try to eat and keep up with keeping my car running and gas and stuff like that. And you still could. They've come to me and tried to proposition me in subliminal and in subliminal ways, tried to get me to join them. I've stayed with individuals who ended up actually being perps who were trying to persuade me into joining. There's nothing that you idiots can give me to make me turn away from the Father. There's nothing that you can do there's nothing that you can do to control me. And I will always be who I am till the day that I die. Please get that through your heads. So you can continue doing the nonsense that you're doing. You're only wasting your time, and you're furthering putting condemnation on yourself, because there's a Father in heaven who sees everything. So continue to delight in your wickedness and see where that gets you in the end. Meanwhile, I'm going to continue to stand strong and walk tall and continue to live my life. Because ultimately, I know that the Father in heaven is in control. I can't even talk straight. Usually I can flow with my speech. A lot of times my speech gets slurred, like almost as if like I'm on drugs or I've been drinking or something like that. And it's like my mind gets clouded as well. I'm like, what is all? I never had these issues before. Never. So I know what it's like to have to go through this stuff. And it's amazing to me that I haven't killed any of these people, because any other person that was really like weak-minded or just didn't have that will to prevail and to get through this, man, it would be a massacre. There's so much. I need to make a longer video on another day talking about my full experience and some of the other things that I've gone through that I haven't even mentioned to my fellow TI brethren and sisters, to the TI community. I've been kind of tight-lipped because I'm trying to be wise. I know the scripture says be wise as a serpent, gentle as a dove. So sometimes it's best to refrain from certain things at certain times. It also says in scripture there's a time for everything. So, you know, ultimately I will get around to really giving a full testimony as to what I've been through and how the Father in heaven has delivered me from this wickedness and from this evil. Until then, you guys hang in there, stay strong. I love all of you. No matter who you are, black, white, blue, brown, Hispanic, Asian. If you're a target, I love all of you. And people that aren't targets, I love people, period. But you just have these people in this world that will try to make you bitter over time and try to make you bitter towards people. I'm so glad that when I'm out in public, that I'm not a bitter person. I still smile. I still treat people with kindness. I'm still a type of person that will help people. I am still that type of person. I have my days to where I do lash out at these perps. Don't get me wrong. I do have my days. And it's righteous anger, because there's no way that we should be happy about what's happening to us. But the only thing that we really could be happy about is the joy in knowing that we partake in the sufferings of Christ. This is the same exact stuff that they did to Christ, to the apostles, to a lot of other people that are spoken about in scripture. Job, King David. Hell, King David murdered a whole bunch. He killed so many people, but he was still the apple of God's eye. I also wondered about that. I'm like, if targeted individuals just started going around, started killing these people, would the Father in heaven hold that against us? King David killed a lot of his enemies. The Father in heaven delivered a lot of his enemies into King David's hands. And there are prayers in scriptures about your enemies being delivered into your hands. So I'm not advocating violence. I'm just trying to make a point that if you're a child of God and you're living righteously, you do things in righteousness, there's no way that he's not going to have your back. And as I'm making this video, there's this little bird over there that just landed and is just sitting over there just looking at me. Like a little angel or something like that just came to give me comfort. I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm going to try to reach my phone around. Hopefully he or she does not fly away. But I thought that was really cool that he just flew. He flew off. Anyways, you see, that's the type of stuff that I like to indulge in. I love things having to do with nature. I'm such a really cool and laid back type of dude. I don't go to nightclubs. I don't go to strip clubs. I don't go to bars. I don't party. You know, any other person that would look at my life it would seem like it's a boring life, but it's exciting to me because I'm just a good person who enjoys the simple things in life. I don't have to have all this materialistic stuff, you know, to be happy. I don't, you know, I don't care about money. I know living in Satan's world, it's essential for you to make money so that you can take care of yourself. But me living in this vehicle, even though I ranted earlier, it does not bother me. I am happy. I am so happy. This whole thing is like an adventure to me. It's fun sometimes. I'm going to be honest with you. I like being able to travel from one place to the other, from being able to move locations. If I was living in a house or an apartment, who knows? I probably would have lost my mind. I probably would have hurt somebody or killed somebody. Who knows? Maybe the Father has it this way for me because he knows how much I can bear and what I can't bear, like it says in Scripture. So I enjoy this. I enjoy being able to just move around, you know, at the drop of a hat, you know. So, yeah, I don't do these videos to get sympathy. I don't want anybody feeling sorry for me. You know, that's weak to try to get people to feel sorry for you. Like I'm a grown man, a soldier of the Father in heaven. This is nothing to me. I can handle it. And he knows I can. He knows I can take it. And the rest of you have to have that same will and same spirit. These people are nothing. They are scum. They are just so beneath us. It's sad. A lot of these people are an abomination. They're not even supposed to be here. I believe most of these people that are doing this are not even human. I know for a fact that reptilians do exist. I stayed with a family in Alvin, Texas that were serpents. And I'll give y'all that story at a later time. But please know that what we're dealing with, it's more to it than what meets the eye. These people are not human beings. The Bible talks about the fallen angels that came down and mated with the daughter of man. So you have a lot of these people that are these hybrids. They don't know how to stop torturing us. They don't know how to stop persecuting us because it's just in their, it's in their genealogy. It's in their blood. It's in their spirit to do that. These are the same idiots that have all the good jobs in the world. These are the same idiots that you work with on the job that continuously try to find ways to get you fired, that continually will make complaints about you that aren't true, or they don't give the whole truth about what's going on with the situation. I've always had to deal with that with every job that I've worked. These haters that don't like the fact that you come to work every day, that you do your job excellently, you do your job so good that it puts fear in them that it's gonna